True business leaders possess the capacity to combine old ideas and concepts to new ideas and create new results. True business leaders never believe there is only one way to accomplish any task. True business leaders are never prisoners of tradition. I want to therefore challenge you with the word innovation. Write the word down, please. Innovation. If you are going to be a successful leader, you must be innovative. What is innovation? Number one, innovation is the capacity to create new approaches to deal with old challenges. Innovation is the capacity to create new approaches to deal with old challenges. Number two, innovation is the perceptivity to see possibilities in the combination of old and new components. I repeat, innovation is the perceptivity to see possibilities in the combination of old and new components. Again, innovation is the perceptivity to see possibilities in the combination of old and new concepts. Number three, innovation is the creation, the development, and the application of untested ways of solving old and new problems. I repeat, innovation is the creation, the development, and the application of untested ways to solve old and new problems. I think we all have heard it said that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you expect a different result, you are insane. This great nation and all the countries of Africa are not lacking in resources, material resources. But if we keep repeating the same activities, we'll keep getting the same results. What we need in Africa and in every developing country is innovative leadership and innovative business thinkers. People who create, develop, and apply untested ways of solving old and new problems. Number four, innovation is the capacity to think beyond the known, defy the norm, and to believe in your ability to solve new problems. Again, innovation is the capacity to think beyond the norm, beyond the known, defy the norm, and believe in your ability to solve new problems. One of the keys to my success in business is constantly looking for new ways to deal with old problems and finding new ways to solve new problems. Why? Because innovation is the nature of God, the Creator. Deuteronomy chapter 3 verse 7 tells us God's spirit of innovation. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 7. Deuteronomy 32 verse 7. I read it. Is he not your father, your creator, who made you and formed you? The first description of God in the Bible is creator. In the beginning, God created. Innovation begins with the spirit of creation. God is the first innovator. Colossians chapter 3 verse 10 says, put on the new self, which is being renewed in the knowledge of the image of its creator. You show that you are a kingdom citizen and a child of God by your creativity. If you are not creative, you are not putting on the image of God. If you don't find constantly new ways to solve all problems, then you are not thinking like God. When I think of God, I think of the power of an innovative spirit. That's why God is the most successful business enterprise in all of known existence. Why? Number one, He created everything different. There are no two things on this earth alike. God loves innovation. No one in this room has the same fingerprint. No leaf on the same tree is the same as the other. No plugs in an orange are the same size. No one's eyes are the same. Your right eye is not the same as your left eye. God hates sameness. He's always producing difference because He loves innovation. Number two, God never repeated anything in creation. God never repeats anything in creation. Everything He does, He creates it as an original. Two people come together, man and woman, but the baby is not like them. The fingerprint is different. Every creature in nature is different. Every flower on the same tree is different. God never repeated anything. He's innovative. Number three, He never did the same miracles twice. God is so innovative, He has never repeated a miracle. You know, it's amazing. When Moses came to a body of water, God said, Moses, here's how we're going to open this water. Now, you and I know how to cross water, don't we? You swim or you use a boat. God says, I tell you what, let's try a way you never thought. Let's use a piece of wood, and we're going to stretch it across the water, and we're going to tell the water to open. Moses had never seen water open like that before. God was solving an
What constitutes a crisis? How bad does a situation have to be? What kind of crises have you been through in your life? What kind of crisis are you in right now? It is true that what can seem like a crisis to one person is not a crisis to someone else. Yet for everyone, a crisis is an event over which one has no control. Crises are experiences that you did not anticipate or prepare for. They take you by surprise, and they fill you with anxiety.
Let's say the weather forecast says that a hurricane is coming. Here in the Bahamas, we know that could be serious. We know that when hurricanes hit, they don't mess around. Suddenly your priorities are different. If you were planning to go visit your friend, you change your plan. If you have a family, you try to make sure they will be safe. You do whatever you have to do to get ready for the storm before it hits your neighborhood.
A crisis forces the issue. You cannot control the crisis that has come upon you, but you can begin to control some of the details of your predicament. You can make some headway against it. Later on, you may even be able to appreciate the crisis for forcing you to change. One thing I like about hurricanes is that they clean things up. All the rotten trees, the poor construction, the junk lying around the hurricane comes through and creates a mess. But months later, the mess has been cleaned up and you see a cleaned up landscape, new flowers, new buildings.
Jesus said that we will always have troubles. See John 16:33. One crisis after another will come our way as long as we live, regardless of how well insulated we try to make ourselves. So it is important to get a grip on how to overcome not only some of the circumstances, but also especially our emotional responses to difficulties. If we can regain our emotional footing in a storm, we will be able to overcome. First, before we can regain our emotional footing, we need to put our feet on the rock-solid foundation of God.